So that's my opinion on that. Now, what I'd like to talk about next, let's talk about this goal for today and the week, and let's talk about the reward. All right. So, as you know, yesterday I announced that our goal for the week would be thus: if we continue to hit the daily goals, or I should say the stream goals, because we have 2 a day, right? And we keep this streak up, that this Friday, just like last week where I did the Chicken Big Mac, I would actually get some cookies from a local business called Crave that's like right across the street from me. And I would order like a multi-pack of gourmet cookies from there. And I would dress up like the Cookie Monster to be silly because it's Halloween month, you know. It's actually a Halloween costume I had like 3 years ago. But I would toss it on, and I would try out these gourmet cookies and rate them for you guys. And I thought that it would be a fun event. Some people liked it, some people didn't. Okay, admittedly. Yesterday we had a rough time hitting the goals. So maybe it's just that people just don't like this idea. But the reaction of my detractors towards this is so fucking unhinged, you won't even believe it. You ready for this? Because I wasn't ready for this. All right? So FYI, someone made a parody Twitter account. What they're doing is they're basically trying to take all detractor shit and post it in one place so people can look at this and see how deranged my detractors are. Okay? So I actually just stumbled upon this account this morning as I was looking for news to talk about. Are you ready for this? So here we go. I swear to you, I have not made this up, and I swear to you, this is genuine and legit. Okay? So this is the account, and what they're doing, like I said, they are summarizing detractor posts and things like that in one spot, and they're very they're basically acting positive about them, when in reality, you can tell what they're trying to do is expose how insane they are. But it's funny because they always act like it's, you know, real news, exciting news. Okay? So take a look at this. Massive DSP news alert. They call me DSP wants to eat cookies, and he may or may not get jumped by Grimner the Geek on the way to get those cookies. Who knew that buying cookies could be so dangerous? Here's the actual post by Grimner the Geek. So DSP's latest goal is for some cookies from Crave across the road from his place. Interesting decision, especially when you know someone who works there. He will be in for a surprise for sure if he gets his goals this week. Ha ha. So how exactly am I supposed to react to this? Right? Like there's many different ways you can react to something like that. You know, number one, you could just ignore it completely, not even bring it up, and say, this guy's just some kind of a dickless wonder here on the internet. He's talking shit because, you know, he's an asshole, but he's not going to do anything, right? That you could approach it that way, right? Number two, you could take it ultra seriously and be like, oh my God, someone's threatening me on the internet. This is awful. They're saying they're going to do something when I go to pick up cookies later in the week, and this is unacceptable behavior, and everyone should get this guy in trouble, and blah, blah, blah. So that's like the two extremes, right? One would be completely ignore it and don't address it at all whatsoever. And then the other is, oh, completely take it seriously, over the top, 100% believe that it's true, right? I tend to land somewhere in the middle, all right? In reality, when I read that post from this Grimnir the Geek, who obviously is an unhinged, mentally stunted individual, right? I don't read it as, oh, this means that someone's going to, like, come jump me at the cookie store. What I read this as is they're going to try to work with someone who works there to fuck with my order, right? To either fuck it up so it's the wrong thing, or, you know, fast food, they'll spit in your burger or whatever. Like, they'll, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to fuck with it and make it wrong or something. Now, here's the thing. You might say, well, Phil, why would anyone do that? Because obviously if they're working at the cookie store, they probably need that job. Why would they risk their job in order to mess with you? Well, you might ask that question and say, well, you're right. It's bullshit. Except I literally had someone last year who worked for my ISP, Comcast, and who was actually resetting my modem, who was putting and nasty messages inside of it and renaming my wireless networks, which I had disabled. They were enabling the wireless networks and turning them on to say stuff that was insulting about me and my family members. So everyone who lived near me would see, oh, look, a public wireless network that's insulting Phil. And this is documented that it happened. And I caught it when a tech came to my house, and we were looking in the modem, and we found the logins from an admin working at Comcast. And this person was so unhinged, they went on Kiwi Farms and posted up evidence that, yes, they do work at Comcast, and here's my account information. And then they ended up getting shit canned because of it. All right? So I just want you to think about that. Already, the extreme has already happened. Right? So do you think that I would put it past this thing at all? Do you think I would do that? Right? No. I would. Why would I disavow it? I believe that there might be someone who's dumb enough to say, oh, I was convinced by someone on the internet that this person who ordered cookies is a bad person, so now I'm going to fuck up their order. Right? I actually believe that. I'm sad that I have to believe it because I don't want to believe it. I want to have some kind of like faith in humanity, that people are innately good and have morals. And if you're at a job, just because someone tells you that someone online is bad, that you would fuck with their order. But I actually don't believe it now. Like, I actually think, yeah, that actually could happen. That they would actually know someone who works there, and that person does everything they can to make the order fucked up. Right? And then what would happen? Then I got to go out of my way to get it fixed or whatever. Now the DSP tries it is ruined or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So in reality, this kind of worked out. I feel like this did work out in my favor. And the reason is, I don't think you guys liked the cookie goal anyway. Because like I said, the only reason that it was going to work, or it was happening, was because, well, excuse me, let me try this again. The only reason that I know that is because yesterday we had a hard time hitting the goals, right? We had a really hard time hitting those goals yesterday. And that tells me you guys just weren't so gung-ho for it, right? So that's all right. Now, the thing is, I shouldn't have to worry that if I go to a local business that there's some unhinged mental case working there who's going to fuck with my order. Do you understand? Like, this post, like this guy posting shit like that should be fucking banned immediately. Like, dude, you just made a public threat towards someone you don't know, who has nothing to do with you. You're saying you want either someone to fuck with their order or even fucking fuck them up like in real life. Get the fuck off of Twitter, right? But the thing is, I'm not going to do anything because I don't bother, because it's not my problem. And quite frankly, I'm not going to sit here and fight every single case. You know what I'm saying? This is just stupid. But here's the deal. If we're not doing this, because it sounds like you guys don't want it regardless, right? Then what are we doing? Yesterday we looked up Jack in the Box, and they have a disgusting ass taco that I really don't want to eat. And I don't want to eat fast food 3 weeks in a row. That's the problem. Like, I'm getting older, guys. A lot of people say to me, why did you stop doing DSP Tries It? We don't understand. Because I'm older. I'm in my 40s. When you're in your 40s, you should be avoiding fatty fast foods as much as possible. You shouldn't be saying, oh, by the way, I'm starting up a series where once a week I'm eating bad fast food. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to figure out what it is that you guys would like to actually do in regards to a reward at the end of the week.